also answer the question by saying that as a private citizen and as a public official, I have never been afraid to speak up, and believe me, it's gotten me into a lot of trouble. I have never been afraid to speak up, both as a private citizen and as a public official. And it's come at great risk at times for both me and for my family. But following in the footsteps of a mayor that I've come to admire as a result of the people that I've met and heard stories from, Pete Flaherty, I stand here today to say that I am nobody's boy. I'm just like that, nobody's boy. On the Board of Education, I was a strong voice for reform and for fiscal responsibility. And on the City Council, I've also been that independent voice. And thinking of nobody's boy, and that's important, let me make one other important pledge right here today. Thinking of nobody's boy, I pledge that on my first day as mayor of Pittsburgh, the very first executive order that I will sign will ban any person, will ban no-bid contracts. On the first day, let me start. It was important. This is an important one. Thinking about nobody's boy, on the first day in office as mayor of Pittsburgh, the very first executive order that I will sign will ban no-bid contracts for any person who has contributed to the campaign of any elected official in the city of Pittsburgh. The mayor's million-dollar war chest, so-called, makes some think that he is unbeatable in this particular election. I say that elections cannot be bought. I say that elections are won. I say that people win elections. They win elections when they invest their time and their energy in a candidate and in a campaign. If you are willing to join me, if you are willing to join us, I and we are glad to have you. We would be honored to have you. And let me just say, please join us. Sign up, volunteer. We have a website, www.dowdformayor.com. Please go to that website or sign up on the volunteer sheets. It is people, you and I. We are the ones who will win this election, not the money. I've been overwhelmed by the outpouring of words and of support and also of contributions. Contributions aren't in and of themselves bad. That's right. That's true. Just the other day, that's a good point. Just the other day, and this is also a true story. Just the other day, I received a note from a young couple that's relatively new to the city. They're renovating an old house. They're dumping every cent that they have into that house. People here know that story. I've done it. You've done it. They sent a check with the note. The check was for $73.46. And for those of you that look at campaign contributions very closely, that may not make it into the contributions. I might just frame this one. They sent a check for $73.46. And they sent also an almost apologetic note. And I want to read just a little bit from this note. They wrote, "Patrick, we know it's not much, but we cashed in our jar of rainy day money for you. And we hope that in some small way it lets you know that people are behind you. I say that that's change for change. That's change for change. That's what we want. We want that kind of change." I stand here humbled by their thoughts and by their support and by their generosity. And I'm humbled by yours and those of other people who are already doing this work. Giving all that you can in this effort is valued beyond estimation and will fuel not only this campaign, but really in the long run, it'll fuel the future of Pittsburgh. That's a sign of taking your good name and your reputation in the city and staking a claim and saying, this is my city. And that is what we need here, and that is what's most humbling to me. Looking ahead, our task is daunting, and we know it. But we also know that the more doors that we knock on, the more change for change that we gather, the more we will convince people that we can, in fact, build the Pittsburgh that we envision. Night after night, we will have to knock on doors in weather like this and worse. We will have to knock on doors. We will have to enter data, and we'll have to gather up that change. It will be exhausting, but as we said in the last campaign, I know that together we can in fact do this. We can do this together. And if you are as committed as I am to our vision of Pittsburgh as a thriving metropolis in which there are new and innovative businesses alongside of those that have been here for generations, a thriving metropolis in which more and more people choose to live in Pittsburgh, then I say let's go down from Polish Hill, let's carry our vision across this city, and let's lead those people, as many people as we can, to our future vision, our vision of Pittsburgh's future. Thank you.